What's up? Back here with another video in the sum up of Randnote. I guess we couldn't finish it yesterday and probably won't be able to finish it today. And I might stop recording for a little while because I have company coming over. Alright, so last time we were busy with the price. I already started my servers and everything. So everything is great. All I need to do now is just get where we get the price. So get current price. It calls get current price from P, and P is price controller. So it goes in here, it says it calls calculate price client. That's just the controller. Then the model, wait a second. Okay, then this is the model. Client, it calls the client calculate price client. So it says let new supply get supply. So let me console log out the supply. And then I also want to console log out if new supply is 0. Console just gonna hunt this bug out. Run dev, do run dev. Then I need to, okay. It's gonna be purchasing, right? What is that? Success is true. Data is undefined. Let me just cancel that real quick and go to my my automators. Just check what exactly I'm doing in this automator. Okay. In the index. So we're running the worker by. I'm trying to do the workers. No, worker. Oh no, it doesn't matter. Worker by. Jeez. Okay. Let me just check what I'm receiving in the backend. Nothing. Because there's no new supply that changed, right? Let me just try and check that. Yes. No, but it should also be telling me what the supply is whenever this gets hit. I think this will only be called when we mine, right? No, it should actually get the price whenever. Oh no, it's, wait, what? So it's so I have calculate price and I have calculate price client, and calculate price client is what gets ran. Get current price, and then it goes to price controller, and then it says calculate price client. You know, I forget that I need to restart this. Let me just put these two here at the front. Controller and the new supply 0 news. Wait, let me just see what happened here. Calculate price client is added. Is called. Sorry, calculate price client is called. Okay, the client is called 0. New supply is 0. Controller ran. Okay, cool. So calculate price. Okay, this gets ran. New supply is 0. And as a result, okay. Alright, sorry, had to do a little something there. So we're good. I think we should continue running and then mine and then see what happens. So we're gonna run the server. This is the automate again. Let's just cancel that. Just go here, put this at the end and say cd Randnote blockchain ls cd list test ls node test miner.js. So new supply 0, price returned is 1,000. What did I cancel? Okay. Where do I constantly log out the price? Okay, I'll look for it some other time. Okay, so this is happening, so now I'm gonna mine. Mine. There aren't transactions to mine. Tried mining with no transactions. So what's going on? Is it not making new transactions? Okay, so there's something wrong with my I'm gonna have to do something crazy. I wanna open split right. Then I want to have my automated stuff this side. No prices here, index. Okay. Not even worker sell. Worker buy this side. Jeez, I hope you guys can see. Sheesh. There we go. So, alright. Okay, so worker buy executes every 3 seconds. We're not even doing worker sell. So what's going on now? Is it not? Am I unable to buy now? I'm confused as hell. So, oh yeah, I did cancel this because, oh yeah, jeez, okay, there we go. So get current price, boom boom boom. Okay, so it should work now. Let's run that, and then so it's buying, boom, does all those calculations, gets whatever. So they're inserts, they're insert after insert after insert, so that's good. So now what I want to do is mine. So let's see what happens when I mine. So transactions, I'm gonna mine, boom. Now the automator just stops. Let's just see what happens here. I'm gonna stop this. New supply is 0. Price returned is, so now if there's no new okay, so calculate price line called, calculate price line call, calculate price line call, calculate price line called. Alright, so that means that calculate price line is called, new supply is 0. Sorry, this is called, this function is called this one, and then but then it detects this current supply is not equal, but it doesn't get to this point. Huh. Oh, these hundreds is the new supply. Here it detected a new supply, which is 1024. I'm just gonna console hide that, and we're just gonna try and understand why. We don't get to this. Current supply is, we're gonna current supply, and we're gonna say new supply is new supply. So we're gonna try and log that out. We're gonna start the backend, and then we're gonna start the automator again. There we go. So everything is working. So now we mine. Wait, let me see something. Whoa! Current supply is 100, new supply is 100. Wait, do we actually get into that if statement? So it means that let's just try and do this. Okay, so new supply, okay, if new supply is 0, it was supposed to say new supply is 0. But before I mined the first time, it used to say new supply is 0. Jeez, dude. And now it's not. But it never gets here. Oh, okay, wait. Current supply is this, new supply is that. So new supply is 100. If current supply is not equals to the new supply, that's it. Otherwise, oh, I don't do anything. I need a result, right? That's wild. Okay, so first of all, I'm just in utter shock. I'm like my brain cannot comprehend what's going on fast enough, and probably maybe if you're watching this, you can. The price comes here. I mean, we're trying to get the price. We come here, so we're still running. It's like the first time we ran it. Everything, assuming everything is okay, this gets called. The new supply, if new supply is 0, let's just see what new supply is. What is new supply? Get supply. Where do we get supply? What is get supply and where does it come from? Oh, here we have a function called get supply. Get supply, supply 0. Await axios.get. So there's an axios request to get the supply. So every time, every second, every time this thing runs, this function gets called. So this function goes and tries and gets the supply. I think it's in the database. I don't know. I mean, not the database, the blockchain. Yes, it's getting it from the blockchain. This means I coded this thing in at some point, and it goes ahead and gets the total supply. So how many nodes are in the out there, have been traded, and let's say it comes back with 100. That's the current supply, but it says current supply is 100, and then it returns the supply, and then here by calculate price client we get supply, which is something. Then we set new supply. Oh, this is current supply. is 100. Okay, then new supply comes here, so maybe new supply is 300. New supply is 300. New supply is 300. Okay, so if at first if supply is 100, of which it is, right? I need to know what the supply is before anything else. Wait, I'm not even here. I'm here. Jeez. Okay, I'm just gonna console.log new supply is new supply. I think I'm gonna restart the blockchain. So now we're gonna console log out the new supply. New supply is new supply. I'm trying to understand what new supply is. So I'm just gonna run that again. How much do we get as a new supply from that function? And I'm gonna run this. New supply is 0. So new supply, let's see, new supply is 0, new supply is 0, price returned is 1,000. And it says current supply is 100, new supply is 100. Okay, new supply was 0. Okay, even afterwards, new supply is 0, price is 1,000. But then when it comes back, it says current supply is 100. New supply is 100. Okay, current supply, it's a global variable, I said that. But new supply is 100. And then when it comes again for the next time, it says new supply is 0. It doesn't make sense. So there's something I'm doing that's awfully wrong here. New supply 0. New supply is 0 right here. And then it says if new supply is 0, which it is, set the new supply to 100. New supply is 0. No, this is, what am I doing? Oh, okay, I'm just basically going crazy. So now I set the new supply to 100, and then I just return the supply as 100. I think what I should have done was, if new supply is 0, okay, then set new supply to 100. Okay, cool. But then else if new supply is not 0, say if new supply is, I don't know, 300, cause like someone sent, okay, there was a mine, okay, the new supply will be 100 still. After the first mine, the new supply is 100. Before then, before new supply, before when the blockchain starts working and starts running, the new supply is 100, because I just hard coded it here. New supply is 100. So then when I just remembered that there's something I need to do. I think I should write it down. If I don't write it down, I'm gonna have big problems. Okay, cool. So yeah, so new supply will always be 100. It'll never be less than 100. So when the user mines the first time, then the new supply that comes through here should most probably be equals to 100. Or more. I just want to do something real quick. I just want to check something. I want to try and mine without actually influencing the now, because this function gets applied in the backend. The way I test, as far as I remember, the way I tested how a new supply or like this function gets applied, what it does is that it goes to the blockchain and then it checks through all the blocks. If there is a transaction with that comes from null, then it will then yeah, basically it looks at all the transactions made by null and it just checks how much there is, or how many nodes have been distributed out into the public by now. And if it's more than 100, or okay, I get it now. I think I'm making a mistake. Every time calculate price client gets called, I don't update the value of current supply. Or am I? I feel like I'm not updating the value of current supply. It's hard coded to be 100. But this function never stops running. So current supply should always be, if I mine something, current supply should increase because I'm mining. And once I mine, current supply has to go up. Like, okay, it was 100, now someone mined, now it's 200, based off of what's in the blockchain, right? That's current supply. That's what current supply means. It means that whenever someone mines in the blockchain, current supply gets updated with the new value. And then if there are 400 nodes that have been distributed since, then current supply should be 400. Even in the next, when some other application comes again next time, or per second in this case, and says, hey, let's calculate the price, it'll have to go and try. So the application would go and get supply and save it a new supply. Okay, so I save the get supply and my new supply, which I think I should be saying current supply. What am I doing? I don't understand. How is this supposed to work? It's let me just try and think about it for a second. My current supply is the number of nodes that are actually out there in the internet. So I'm trying to calculate the price right now. So when I try to calculate the price starts off at 1,000 per node. So price is 1,000. I have a current supply of 0, right? And someone makes a transaction. So here's the thing. You cannot make a transaction and how do you make a transaction? Like you're trying to buy. Okay, if you're trying to buy, then okay. But I think now this application might just not work because what I'm trying to do here does not make sense. Like if you think about it from a blockchain's point of view, when you buy nodes, you're buying it from someone who already has those nodes. You're buying from someone who already has those nodes, and then they give you those nodes, and then now you have nodes. You spent your money, but now you have nodes. Okay, cool. So you can never buy from thin air. You're buying from some address, and in turn you want to receive nodes, so you receive nodes. So this thing that I'm doing here does not make sense. It does not make sense. Like this whole facade of, oh, I'm creating a blockchain that, it just you just mine and it just gives you money, or you can just buy from the website. Just buy from the website, and since you're buying from the website, nodes just get given to you by which address is actually giving you nodes. Oh, there's an address that can give nodes. Oh, is there an address that can give nodes? Where did it get its nodes from? Oh no, it didn't get its nodes from anywhere. Why? Because it just made a transaction. Oh, it just made a transaction? How does it make that transaction if it doesn't have nodes? You cannot send nodes if you don't have nodes. So did it mine? Did that address actually start off by mining? Oh no, it didn't start off by mining. Oh no. What actually happened was it didn't start off by mining. What actually happened was it was allowed to make a transaction in the blockchain while my blockchain is not bulletproof. Right now there's a window that allows anyone or any address to actually send nodes to another user. I don't understand. Am I crazy? I'm also confusing myself. Sheesh, nah. But wait, how does the blockchain send nodes? Blockchain send nodes through the now address, but how does my website send nodes to the user? It just creates a transaction and it just says that. I don't actually know how my blockchain allows people to buy nodes. and I can check that through the transaction blockchain. Yeah, just create a transaction, and then in the model transaction blockchain, this is the transaction website is the one. New transaction, get all, create. I think my blockchain does not check if the user has nodes to actually send to another user. Do they? Does I don't know. I don't know what I did. I don't know. I'm so confused right now. I would need to go into a wormhole to actually just make sure that this thing is bulletproof. I don't even remember what I did or didn't do, because I've been working on this application for so long. So I don't even remember what I did but I do know that it's not foolproof. Okay, I did not make this application in such a way that you cannot like it's not a real blockchain. Okay, it's central, so there's a lot of there are things that I did not make it foolproof. I think you can either send nodes without actually having nodes, or you can, yeah, basically that means that users can send nodes without actually owning nodes. No, you can't do that though, right? Like, you can't do that. But there's just something that happens. I don't know. When the first user buys nodes, when the first user buys nodes, the user, where do those nodes come from? They do not come from, where do they come from? The first user that buys nodes, where does it come from? Maybe that's what I'm missing. Localhost 3000 8033 blockchain. So there's nothing here. Did I actually make nodes? Let me just try and okay, my blockchain is still running, so let me just test this miner. Block mined. From this to this, these send 3 nodes, this one sent 60 nodes, this one sent 255 nodes, and then a new transaction has been made. 04933 04933 102 102. This address I think is the address for the, this is the address, the Randnote's address, I think. So let me just check that. Select all from users. So Randnote is here, and its ID is 2. So I'm just gonna select all from from addresses. It was 2, no? User ID 2 049102. So yes, actually, what actually ends up happening is this address, which belongs to Randnote, this user, is the one that's making all the transactions. It's the one that's making all the transactions. Is it this one? I don't even remember. I might have just messed it up because it's either supposed either I had coded it to be 2, the second ID that does that their address is being used for. Am I saying? Yeah, so it's either the user with the ID number 2, you know, his address or her address, however you'd like to put it, that actually makes all these transactions. So I'm allowing. So what I'm basically doing is, in the blockchain, I'm allowing a transaction to happen from a user that does not have nodes, but they can just send nodes. That's basically what's happening. So I think I probably have that as an issue. If I do, then oh, no way I'm converting this to CPP. Jeez, dude. The thing is, I'm not sure. No, I am. The only way to make sure is to check the blockchain itself, because that's the only way. I knew it was, you know, when I coded this application, I knew that at some point I was gonna have deep issues in the application where I didn't know where a particular bug comes from. And yeah, I used to be scared a lot that, yay, the final testing part is going to be hectic if I run into a bug, and here I am. But it does not seem so bad. I'm trying to get... Can I just open this in a new empty window? Yeah, new empty window. I'm trying to put open folder. I'm gonna open this bad boy. I'm trying to see what I did in the blockchain. Okay. I want to see the fundamentals. Test keys. Okay. Okay, so I don't know. I'm still kind of looking for some hint of. This is just a block. Is valid. What is valid? Is valid. Is valid? Do I have is valid in here? I think it's in here. Does that is valid run after every? I mean, signing a transaction is just easy. But how do we actually check if you have? Holy shit! So I just found a file here. It says auto funds allocator. So apparently, I'm allocating 10,000 nodes. I think. I don't know. No, I'm just tripping. Right? No, this is actually the blockchain. I'm allocating 10,000 nodes. But do I even call this function? Get auto generated users. Oh, I never call this function. This function just basically gets all these users and then it just creates a lot of transactions where now is sending nodes to all these users in the blockchain, right? No, man, this file is so useless. I'm basically response.data. What is that? Is that users? I need to know what transaction is. Transaction takes from address to address and the amount. from address to address. Oh, response to the data I is the to address and the amount. I'm doing this in the just creating a bunch of transactions. From address to address. But then when do I ever sign these things? I never get to sign. I never send the private key for now. Or does null not have a private key? Because this is clearly a new transaction that's being made. For me to send the transaction and for it to actually be valid. Okay, this is a transaction. Oh, but yeah, so I would need to at some point sign all these transactions. Like I need to sign them, all of them. So this file basically does not work. Like this is not being used. This is just a useless file. I need to remove it. It does not have a purpose in my application. This is a test transaction. It's yeah, basics. Okay, so yeah, that was a waste of time. But hey, it's not a waste of time so much so, because there's new create transaction, which is a null, and a minor and the minor address. Mine pending transactions. Oh, geez. I thought for every transaction you have to sign it first. Mine pending transactions. This just then it goes to mine block. But here when I create a transaction, new transaction, technically in the transactions this dot from address okay, so this what I'm doing here is basically I'm creating an address from and signing it, and right, because I go calculate hash it just calculates a hash using from address to address. Okay, cool. Signing key. Okay, cool. So basically what's happening here is I'm just signing my own transaction. That's basically it. And here I'm signing from a client. So everything works here. So okay, cool. Alright. Anyway, fine. Let me just try and go back here and just try and see what I can do. Let's see. Let me just try and take shortcuts. I should nah. Didn't really do too much coding in this video for a whole hour just staring at the screen. So it's wild. Transaction website model. So yeah, anyway, I need to sort out how I deal with this thing. New supply is now get supply over here, store get. So I'm curious to know what new supply is every time. And the current supply, how do I calculate the price? Let me see what my logic is. Current supply divided by new supply. Jeez.